You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We have Gossip
crazy.
Viv here in the building.
Emmy said it right. Emmy said it right.
And also, she's been spewing flames since she got here.
Listen, Dutchess from Black Ink Crew.
Well,
Formerly
from Black Ink.
Yes, you have.
I've been smiling and having a great morning.
She came in here with Caesar's STD results. This is crazy,
Stop lying, Charlamagne.
This
Stop
is crazy,
lying.
Dutchess. What you doing?
All right, so you know the new season of Black Ink has started, and we did have Caesar up here to promote that, and he said you're trying to get half of his business, and that's why he has an issue.
So Dutchess wants half? She wants some of your...
Yo, she wanted half, bro. Like, we was married.
So what do you mean she wanted half?
She wanted half of all my shop. I imagine you ain't never married somebody, you've been with somebody, and you thought about marrying, and then they turn around and be like, nah, I want to be with you, but I want to take half.
Right.
Nah, I ain't doing
Can
that.
they do that?
Can I address that?
Yes.
So, anyone who knows me knows that I'm from the South, and I come from a two-parent married family.
Correct.
In order to get half of something, you would have to marry the person.
Have to be married.
The first thing that I did in season 5 was give him the ring back.
Mm-hmm.
That means I have no intention of wanting half because I didn't marry you. I would have married you and followed through with the plot that VH1 suggested if I wanted half.
So VH1
But I
wanted y'all to
walked
get
away.
married and then take half?
VH1, well, excuse me, let me say it correctly. Big Fish Productions kept pressuring me to set a date
Salute the Big Fish.
for a wedding. And I'm like, we're not ready to get married. It's certain things that we need to do before we even get to that point. So I never would set a date. So then they're like, well, y'all either gonna have to break up or get married.
Wow.
How can you give someone that type of ultimatum when this is our real life?
Yeah, this is life.
I'm not
this ain't
gonna
TV.
marry somebody because y'all think it's great for your ratings. So we can get a wedding special and y'all gonna pay for it, and it can be a destination wedding and all of this stuff. None of that stuff mattered to me. What mattered to me is that I don't get married and have to get divorced. So that's why I didn't get married, and I would not set a date. So they went through all of this foolishness to cause problems in our relationship that made me just exhausted from it, that I wanted to walk away. I needed to get away from the chaos.
So either way, they got their storyline. Whether y'all got married or y'all broke up, one of their two options.
It had to
played
happen,
out.
and they definitely forced those interactions. So if I wanted half of anything, C's, I'm so sorry. But you don't know what marriage is because all of y'all parents don't know what that institution is. They've never been married. C's mother is married, but it's not to his father. Y'all don't really understand that, and I get it. But everybody else in the human population that has a little bit of logic knows that in order for you to get half, you have to jump the broom.
So what did you want from
You
her?
have to get married.
Aren't certain states different, though? Like if you got common law marriage?
Yeah, common law,
New
yeah.
York is where we lived and where everything would have been. In the state of New York, that is not it. In the state of New York, if I would have married him, our both incomes would have been part of his child support. In the state of North Carolina, it's not like that. If we was in North Carolina, his child support is his child support. But in New York, the household income is what child support
combined.
is based off of.
So
all of these things was reasons why I'm like, I don't know if I want to agree to living this type of life forever.
Well, what did you want from him? If you didn't want half, did you want something from him?
I wanted peace. I wanted to walk away and have peace, which is what I have not had this entire time. Y'all haven't seen me post anything about them since the breakup. No interaction in social media. I haven't seen them in the physical form. We haven't. I haven't filmed with them. I've had no communication with these people.
Right. Have they tried to film with you?
Yes, I have text messages. I also, at the end of that, you see that.
I saw an agreement here.
So Big Fish offered me a.
Now, Big Fish, if you don't know, is a production company
Salute
that
the Big Fish.
shoots.
And my people.
Black
I got a couple
I see a
shows with them.
development
Yeah,
agreement
shout
for.
out to Big Fish.
I see
Hey,
a
you gotta
development
keep your
agreement here
job.
for Pretty in Ink.
So it's a development deal.
Well, it's not a job.
Now, what
Dutchess.
does that mean?
Partnership.
Well, you know what I'm saying. You're working together.
Yes.
So that
Shout to
means
Big
that
Fish.
they were offering me a spinoff. Do you
Why
see
you
my
ain't take it?
signature? Do you see my signature on that
No, there's
paperwork?
no signatures.
There's no signature because I did not want to do this.
Really?
I did not want to do this. I really want to be happy. I really want to have peace. I'm in North Carolina living my life. I have the most amazing people around me right now. I'm back in school. I finished this summer. I got too much other things that I'm doing that nobody else knows about. Nobody else knows about or cares about the things that I'm really doing because they don't have access to that information.
You still have a shop, though, in North Carolina?
I still have my shop.
You still tattooing?
Shout out to Pretty in Ink. Yes, I'm still tattooing. I also have my funeral home in Charlotte. I also have Pretty and Ink presents Barcode, which is a boutique in the mall.
Hold on, let's back up a little bit.
Things.
You got a funeral home.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in
Yes.
funeral.
I think about that
Yes.
all the time because I'm from South Carolina, and in my small town of Moncks Corner, it's like 6 funeral homes.
Because guess what? You always need
You always
those.
gonna
I was about to
die.
say, people are always gonna die.
What made you want to invest in that?
Honestly, when I graduated high school, that's what I wanted to go to college for. But my
For what?
scholarship for mortuary science.
Really?
But my scholarship was for engineering, and I went to A&T with an engineering scholarship. I switched my major after my first year, but they didn't offer mortuary science at A&T, so that wasn't an option. And because I was on scholarship, I was like, let me just find a major that I can kind of like do something with. So I chose business.
This is crazy. I never thought about it, but at some point in your life, you do have to say, yo, I want to be an undertaker when I grow up.
I mean,
I never thought
everybody
about
has a
that.
gift. You know what made me want to do it? My aunt was murdered my senior year in high school, and we had to have a closed casket funeral. We had no choice because of how brutally she was murdered. And because that happened, like I started doing research and started like understanding some things. And my business partner and my mentor, Belisha Hicks, she's one of these funeral directors that actually knows how to rebuild the structure of the face to make you look like you did when you were alive. And I just feel like when people die, like that grieving process, you need something to get you through that. And when you look at your loved one in that casket and they don't look like themselves, that does not make it easier.
That's
for
why I
you
don't go to
get
funerals.
through it. You know?
I don't go to funerals for that exact reason.
But imagine if there was somebody that could really bring them to the place of looking at peace in that state. Like that'll help you with your grieving a whole lot better. So for me, it's more so that side of it. And being an artist, like I love that type of that. It's an art to it, really. Like if you really think about it.
Now you said something earlier. You said that the Big Fish or whoever was creating these different scenarios for y'all to break up. Now when Caesar was here, he said he don't know where these pussy pictures came from, right? They could have airdropped them in his phone. Now that I'm thinking about it,
it was on a computer, and there was a.
they could have put them on the computer.
So where these pictures come from, Dutchess?
If you know,
Okay, so let me tell you about me. Me and C's, there's a copy of our lease for our apartment when we live.
Look, I have a.
I'm not playing.
Exhibit
This is what I feel like. If people are gonna come in here and be able to tell lies, y'all gotta make them come in here
Here
with
it
some
is,
support.
right here.
All right, exhibit
agree.
A,
I'm
go.
sorry.
I
Like
agree.
you can't just come in here and slander someone's name and you have no substantiating evidence to support it. That's bull.
Okay.
So I have a copy of our lease.
Exhibit A, what does it say?
Exhibit A.
is there pussy pictures on the lease?
That lease, I bet you $1,000, Big Fish cannot provide a location agreement for filming in that space. You know why? Because after they filmed in our first apartment in Brooklyn and they showed that air mattress on the TV show, I said, oh, no, they ain't coming back in my house. So no one had access to our computers because no one had been in my home. And I made sure of that because of the previous experiences we had with them taking stuff and making you look worse than what you. They didn't say, oh, the air mattress is because C's cousin is staying with us and he ain't got nowhere to sleep. They didn't say that. They made it look like we sleeping on the air mattress. They didn't even film in our bedroom. You understand what I'm saying?
What
So,
season
like,
was this?
This was season 2.
Oh, okay, so y'all was just getting started. All right.
So if y'all gonna play games like that, I'm like an elephant. I ain't forgot. So I'm thinking, well, if they come in here with a camera this time, maybe they'll make this look like that. They'll look that like that. No,
True.
y'all can't come in my house. Nope.
True,
Sorry.
true.
There's no filming in our home. You want to film with us in our home? Get us an Airbnb. So all the apartments, I'm gonna go on and put that out there. All the apartments that y'all see on Black Ink, these folks don't be living in there.
We know that. And
They
all over
be
the apartment. They houses.
Airbnbs. They be straight up Airbnbs.
Now-
So don't believe the hype, y'all.
Now, one thing that Caesar did say was he said that, okay, he admitted that he cheated on you, but he said you cheated on him also, and that played out on the show as well.
Exhibit
This is
C, go ahead.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
What
When
paperwork
C's-
you got for that
When
one?
C's cheated on me, I called him. He didn't answer the phone. I called the girl. She answers the phone.
Hey,
I said,
Dutchess.
could you please hand C's the phone? And she handed him the phone.
Oh,
So you got official caught, bruh. You can't deny that. You talking about fans that took a picture with me and then want to say I was messing with Dutchess. The dude ain't take no picture in my bed. He ain't take no picture in my apartment. He took a picture in my tattoo shop with his arm around my shoulder like a fan.
And it wasn't me.
Like, come on. Y'all know how many pictures? I just took pictures in y'all's lobby. Like, come on. I take these pictures all the time. I can't help that the dude felt that he needed to express his fame, his hunger for fame. Like, bruh, you don't even have a personal pic of me. If I'm messing with you, show me some text messages. Show me a naked pic. Show me something that's gonna make me believe that I really was messing with you. If you don't have that, I cannot go by a fan pic.
Now, what did Caesar say when the girl handed him the phone? Well, what did you say to Caesar? You officially?
Please come and get your stuff.
Oh, I thought you about
And then y'all watched me carry all them sneakers and put them on the corner.
Yes.
And then the police came and said, Dutchess, you're gonna go to jail if you keep these shoes on the corner and somebody steal one sneaker from him. We have to take you to jail. So then I had to carry all the daggone sneakers back to the house.
Oh man, that sucks.
Instead of carrying them to the walk-in closet, I carried them right to that living room front door. Cause soon as he get here, he can just take them right to the car.
Did he deny it at all?
He couldn't. He was answering the
not.
phone.
He could have been giving her a tattoo.
Hold on, let me get you further deep. The girl that C's cheated on me with sent Big Fish along with Caesar a cease and desist so that they could not speak her name on the show.
Wow.
So they used Tiffany, who was a producer at the time, and had her sit in the car and fake kiss C's on camera as if she was the girl.
Wow.
So y'all want to talk about real? Let's talk about real. Y'all using
Reenactments.
producers to be cast members when y'all when y'all so thirsty y'all can't get a story.
Now, you sure you ain't got no non-disclosure where Big Fish can sue you for talking all of this talk?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not on the show.
Them agreements be lasting years,
I'm
though.
not on the show.
And that's Exhibit D.
I'm not on the show. And the reality of it is, that's not a part of the story.
Got you.
That's not a part of my story.
She burning
That
the
is
Carter
what
down right now.
happened.
She is
Okay, now let's
definitely
talk about
burning the Carter
this paperwork
down.
you gave me, because the first thing here is a domestic incident report.
Exhibit E.
Wow.
What's this now?
What
we
happened
on
now?
F.
Are you
Exhibit
trying
F.
to say Caesar hit you or something? Let me read it, Ye.
I'm telling you what it says here. It says, you guys had a verbal argument about personal issues, no weapons, no injury. Statement was refused.
Oh, that ain't nothing. A little verbal argument.
My G, I am 30 years old. I ain't had no domestic disputes with no other human in this world. You take that for what you want to. And I also want y'all to do this.
Did he hit you?
I also want
didn't
y'all to
snitch
do
on him.
this.
That's what she said.
I
She
also
didn't
want
snitch.
y'all to do this.
All right, we're doing it.
We have to pay attention to behavioral traits. If this man has cussed out his mama on national TV, we watched C's do this. He cussed out his sister on national TV. He cussed out his baby mama in front of his child on national TV. He's cussed me out several times on national TV. He has no respect for women whatsoever. And that don't sound like the type of man that would cause domestic incidents.
But it could be verbal, though.
I don't care
What
what
she's saying
you're
is
talking.
she didn't tell on him to put him in jail. She
Come
said it
on,
was
bro.
verbal.
Did he hit you, Dutchess? Come on. Let's be,
Charlamagne.
since we being real.
Charlamagne. I bleed the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th.
Damn, C's.
All right, that's it.
What about these allegations that Caesar got some chick pregnant?
Big Fish needing storylines. If y'all paid attention to that whole scenario on show, did y'all see me even hurt by the girl talking about having a baby with
you
her?
actually didn't seem like you believed it. You needed some evidence.
Okay, thank you.
So you knew it was a lie.
My thing is this. You telling me your sister was pregnant by C's? Why is your sister not here?
Right.
Like, all of it, don't it sound like a lot? Your sister not here, but your sister was the one pregnant. Like, what is going on here? And you pay attention to the mannerisms. Pay attention to how I am. Because y'all know I'm the animated, hyped up. When I'm passionate about something, you know I'm passionate about something.
Yes.
Y'all watch me straight sit back like, what is this girl talking about?
Yeah, I was like,
Are we
she's not
done?
mad at all.
Are we done? Is filming? Has filming commenced for today? Because I want to go home.
Basically, you was tired of being fake. Basically.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I
can't
get it.
do it.
I get it.
Let's get
I
to the
can't.
meat of this, because
There's
something
more?
just happened. Now, this is why Gossip Dib is here
D.
also.
No. G.
Now, you did an interview recently, and that interview was in Dutchess's tattoo shop,
Right.
Pretty in Ink.
Mm-hmm.
And it was with Sky's son. Sky has not seen her son in 15 years.
I don't
was
know.
it? And she was planning to reunite with her
When he
child.
was 18, that's what she said, right?
Yeah, she had a
Who-
plan.
She said
to
that she wanted to reunite
Who's
with him when
Sky's
he was
son?
18, right?
Help us out, Ye.
A
Who's-
gentleman
I
by
don't
the
remember
name
what
of
she.
Genesis.
Okay, so she said when
Okay.
she
She
was 18.
said when he turns 18, she wants to reach out to them because that's when the adoption stuff, that's what she said.
So what happened? Tell us
The
what
boy's
happened.
19 years old. That's all. That's just simple math.
Okay,
That's
so
all. That's
she gave her
one
kids
math
up for
question.
adoption and hasn't seen them. And so Gossip Vib did an interview with Sky's son, and that was in your tattoo shop. And now Sky is mad at both of y'all.
Okay, so can I just say one thing first?
Mm-hmm.
Number one, Sky said that she had twins on the show, didn't she?
Yeah.
She said that she had twin boys and she gave them up when she was young because she couldn't take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
The first lie you lied about was the fact that they're twin boys. One son is 17, one son is 19. That's not twins.
Nah.
I don't know how your uterus can contract them type of twins.
2
I'm
years
just
apart,
saying.
not twins.
I ain't never seen a uterus like that. I'm
That's
just
not
saying.
twins, right?
So that's the first lie. The second lie, you said that you gave your kids to a family for a better life.
Right.
Your son, at 19 years old, was released from a juvenile detention center. That does not sound like a better life to me. You said that your sons had been all around the world, and your son said to me he thought Dubai was a motorcycle when he saw it on TV. He was in a juvenile
Dubai.
detention
He meant
center.
Ducati.
He meant Ducati.
Oh.
Yeah. But
The guys up here make
like,
mistakes
huh?
like that.
I'm just saying.
He thought Lithuania was a battery.
But
No, that's the only Dubai and
my-
Ducati ain't nothing alike.
My only question was, do you even have a passport? He said no. So all of these things that your mother said about you was really just so that she could have a storyline. Because this little boy's life did not reflect the things that she made us believe.
We getting ready for
Now,
reality TV.
My whole thing was this. The little boy, see, this is where we have some issues. Number one,
he's
the
not a
father,
little boy.
he's not a little boy, he's 19 years old. The father is from Durham, North Carolina. Durham, North Carolina is about an hour and a half away from Charlotte.
I thought Durham was a motorcycle.
Shut up.
You know about North Carolina.
I know.
So he's from Durham, North Carolina, the father. His mother, everybody in his life is in Durham, North Carolina. When he got the little boy out of the detention center, they came to North Carolina to see his family. And then they came to my tattoo shop. I don't know Sky's baby daddy, and I don't know her son. If she lied about the fact that she had twins, and that's not the baby daddy we seen on the show, how could I know who this man was? If she said she was looking for her kids and couldn't find them, how can I find them? I didn't even birth them.
So what you gonna do when Sky come get this fade, Dutchess? Well, she coming to get that
I am
fade.
not. I'm a grown woman and I'm a businesswoman. I don't fight.
You got hitters for that?
I don't need nothing. I don't need none of that. What I
Right.
need you to do is not focus on the location of this interview being my shop. I need you to focus on what your child has said because he is screaming for your attention. He don't care about me, this show, Viv, this interview. He don't care about nothing but having the attention and love from his mother, who he's watched be on TV with her titties hanging out, who he's watched be on TV talking about sucking and doing all of this type stuff, who he's watched be on TV
Well, that's how he got
get a
in.
new vagina before she even wrote him a letter.
Yikes.
These are the things that the issues are. The issue is not where the location of the interview is. The issue is, why is it okay for someone to create a false storyline, and when the child is now an adult and wants to understand that, he can't say nothing.
Now,
Why
some
bring the
people have
kids
said
into a
it's
situation
some
like this,
people have
though?
said it's too much to bring her son.
Yeah.
We
let
didn't bring anything. They came to my tattoo shop.
Wow.
I was called by Sky's ex-manager to come. He had an opportunity that he thought would be big. He told me who it was with, and he broke down the situation. And me just being me, I do interviews. I've been doing interviews way before Black Ink even had a TV show.
Fact. This is 50. What up?
Yes. And even before this is 50, I have my own little site that I don't even do no more. So when I was presented this situation, I made a few phone calls. I said, I want to do the interview, but I want to make a few phone calls. Outside of speaking to my husband, I spoke to several of my brothers. And I said, what do y'all think of this? Because I'm all about integrity and how I look at the end of the day.
Right.
So when I met the young man, one, he's 19, he's of age. He wanted to do the interview. His father was with him. His
See,
father
that's the part-
was
that's the part
with him
Big Fish
and
edited
said,
out.
yo,
That part.
it is okay for this interview to take place. And I said, I feel a little uncomfortable because, one, I don't have a problem with Sky. I want to put that out there. I don't have a problem
And
with her.
nor do I.
If anybody watched my interview with Genesis, you would see I never once called her out her name. I never questioned her mothering skills. I even said, and you don't see it in the episode, I said, I think you need to talk to your mother because at the end of the day, you have a lot of anger. And I think once you connect with your mom and get everything off your chest, you would feel a lot better about life. Even if you don't remain in contact with her, at least you have that closure. You're not going to see that. But if you go to my YouTube or
And see the full
thisis50.com
interview.
and see the full interview, you'll see that. Like, you know, people are coming at me like, oh, that was low, you brought in a kid. And no, I didn't bring nobody kid. I was at work. I was literally at a grocery store buying stuff to cook dinner for my kids at the end of the day. Like, not for nothing. Like, I don't go around disrespecting people. I really don't. But nobody wants me to disrespect them at the same time. Because there's a lot of things that I could say, but I'm not going to say because I'm not on it like that.
So how do we know this is even real beef if Big Fish is manipulating everybody? Like, if you know that Big Fish has done certain things to cause y'all to have conflict with each other.
Let me tell you something.
We really don't have conflicts with each other.
They
That's what I'm saying.
filmed the whole season. They just called me 2-3 weeks ago asking me for my interview. I did that interview in July.
Oh, wow.
I just put it out in August. Y'all just now seeing it in December. Big Fish just called me 3 weeks ago and they tried to play me like some sucker. Like, we'll give you $750 for 2 interviews. Nah, my G, I do TV. You're going to pay me $50 per second for my footage. Anything after that, we have to renegotiate our contract. Like, you're not talking to somebody who's thirsty for money. I got money. I don't need it.
So how you want us to handle this when Big Fish
So,
calls
hold
us
on.
for this
I
footage?
just want to say this.
$50 per second.
Look, I just want to say this. And,
Yeah.
and everybody that thinks that I benefited from Viv doing this interview, I didn't get paid. Viv got a check.
I'm
Because
still waiting
she
on
owns
it.
the footage.
I'm
I
still
didn't
waiting
get
on it.
anything
It should
out of
be
this.
coming this week.
I don't want anything out of this. The only thing I wanted was for that situation to be told the truth. I hate the fact that people are looking at me like I'm a terrible person because Sky and C's are tearing me down.
Right.
These are the same people that have built storylines off of lies. So how can y'all sit here and eat up everything that they're saying about me?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't listen to exes. Like, even when Caesar's here, it's like
But my G, who talks about an ex? Do you talk about an ex? An ex is an ex, right?
Well, when I go check on her on Facebook to make sure she's still doing bad, yes, I do say, like, damn, she got fat.
But do you say it publicly?
No.
Now, we
My
got-
thing is, what type of man feel like they need to bash a woman if they put a ring on their finger? Like,
That's real.
This is character traits, y'all. Real G's. Like, I done talked to a lot of real G's.
Did he bash
No,
Dutchess
man.
though? I
He
don't
did
think.
say he still
What?
cares about you.
First
and
off,
he
let me
still
tell you
has
where he.
love.
I'm gonna tell you where he bashed me.
Okay.
He bashed me when he said he gave me Pretty in Ink. Now, Exhibit G, E,
Okay.
F, H, I, K, whatever.
She got the whole
Get
alphabet,
to that
y'all.
exhibit. Okay, so Pretty in Ink.
So he didn't give you Pretty Nick.
Let me tell you something.
Uh-oh.
If for him to give me Pretty in Ink, that means he has to own the land, right? I have a landlord. His name is Greg Papanastos. He is a white man.
Okay, I see.
That's
it.
And
Greek.
it is
That's
Argos.
Greek.
It is
Caucasian.
Argos Realty. That is the copy of my lease. The lease ain't even in my name. The lease is in my LLC's name, which C's has absolutely nothing to do. So in order for you to give me something, you would have had to own it. I don't own it. I don't even own it. So how did you give it to me?
Oh, look at these producer notes. She was
Or
pissed
maybe he's
off
saying
about
that
Caesar.
maybe
So
he's saying
then
he
I
gave you the
in
money for the
scene.
business, not the land. Maybe he's saying he gave you the money for the
Sweetheart, he
business.
didn't give me nothing. And if you got proof of the money, see, the money that I have proof of, I have the receipts in there of when I paid for child support. I got receipts.
Yes.
You saw
Who
it.
She got a
support?
lot of
C's child support.
payments in here.
Thank you. I have proof when I paid the light bill at Black Ink,
You
which
paid
is not my
Caesar's.
shop.
Hold on, you paid Caesar's child support for him?
It was on the show, and I have the receipts of when I did it more than just the time that it was on the show.
How much was it if you paid it?
I'm not gonna say it. Go ahead and say it,
It's
Angela.
a lot of pages.
Look at the
here.
check stub.
About $20,000 worth.
But what was the amount of each payment? How much?
$230.
He had to pay $230 for child support. Now, y'all tell me if that's a boss.
So you tell me he couldn't pay $230?
Angela, are you
It's
looking
in
at
here,
the paperwork?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. $230 is what
C's
his
throwing
child
stuff
support.
right now. See, you ever seen that Arthur meme when his Arthur got his fist balled up? That's C's somewhere right now. Listen, are
My
you still?
thing is, I just don't want people bashing me that don't have substantiating evidence. Y'all, everything that they saying about me, all they doing is sitting here saying the stuff. Show me the legal documentation when I asked you for half a Black Ink.
Now let me ask you,
You got
this.
that over
Show
there?
me a lawyer. Show me a
That would
lawyer
be
that's willing to
Exhibit W.
lose their state bar license because they're gonna tell a lie for you.
Now, Dutchess, watching this new season, does it
Dutchess is a
hurt
lawyer.
because you guys were engaged and in love and thought you were going to get married to see him wilding out with all these
My
different
G,
women?
that was my piece. I'm grateful. That showed me the bullet I dodged. I'm grateful to see all of that.
So you don't
Because
miss-
I'm gonna be honest with you. The type of women that he's choosing is for him. You feel me?
So you
I
don't
wasn't for him.
You don't miss him at all,
Because I'm
huh?
not the type of woman that he chooses.
You don't miss him?
No, I can't say that
I
I do.
know you grabbed your stomach.
No,
You grabbed your stomach like you ain't felt it
let me
in a
tell
while.
you this. No, Charlamagne, I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
There's a plot twist.
No, when you've been good to somebody, see, what I'm not gonna do is bash him or berate him or belittle him. I'm not gonna do that. because I was with him. And while I was with him, I was there. I was invested in
You
it.
was in love.
I was in love. But after seeing the behaviors and seeing how you allow people, I'm so sorry, but there's no person in my life that I feel that much disdain for that I would allow somebody to drag if I really was invested with them. The fact that he's carrying on in these behaviors, he's made it so easy for me to get over him.
True.
He's made it too easy for me to get over him. I moved past that from Puerto Rico. I needed peace, and that's why I left.
You still dating the Carolina Panthers, Zack Snyder?
No, that's been... Come on now.
Oh, okay.
I've that's been dead.
But you got
And it
your-
was never we was dating. It was we was getting to know each other. Like, I'm a single woman.
That's
I can't
dating.
get to know. No, that's not dating. Dating is when you decide that you want to commit and be there with each
No,
other.
that's a relationship. Dating is going
dating
out.
is going out. That's a
on
relationship
a
you
date.
talking
That's
about.
still just dating.
Oh well, y'all know
it's not that
y'all know
serious.
I'm a country girl. Our levels of this stuff is different.
are you seeing somebody now?
He was no, I'm not. No, that's been over and done with. When all of the publicity from this show started getting out of control, I felt like, why does he have to be involved and have to deal with all of that type of stuff? Nobody should sign up. If they ain't signed up for it, they shouldn't have to deal with it.
True.
So that is why I let that go. Just like brings me to a great subject, my mama.
Back with your mama.
So
Exhibit D. I mean,
Yeah.
E,
We're on
F, G, H, whatever.
So last year around this time, it was Christmas time. My mom posted a lot of memes on her page. And it was about cheating and how dudes is dogs and, you know, stuff that a woman would post who's going through something.
Woman scorn.
And at that time, we had just found out that my dad had a child outside of the marriage.
My dad got 2 of those. Catch up.
It was hard, though. It was hard for us to deal with it at first. And C's knew about that because he was my boyfriend. So, of course, he knows this stuff. So Sky goes and puts up a post on her page, which, please go to my page today because I'm going to post it. She posted a page.
Dutchess is shooting today.
No. I'm not shooting. I'm only using what they have given me.
Okay.
I'm not using anything.
You just want to respond to these.
Nothing's created. You said children were off limits. Well, sweetheart, parents should be off limits too. She went on that Instagram and cussed my mother out like a dog. You bitch. Excuse
Wow.
my language. You need to go roast some chestnuts and go wrap some Christmas presents. Stop talking about my brother. My brother. Caesar's not your brother, number one. Your mama is Benjois and his is Desiree. And his daddy is definitely not your daddy because you met your daddy who still don't want to have too much to do with you. So I'm sorry, sweetheart. Don't claim that type
Lord
of
have
stuff.
mercy,
He's not your
Dutchess.
brother.
gosh.
And second of all, my mother wasn't addressing him. She was addressing her own husband, her own relationship. Everything is not about them.
Right.
Some people have their own storms in their life that they dealing with. And my mama had to deal with thousands of people hitting her up, talking about, why'd you talking about C's? Why'd you talking about C's? She's going through this with my father. Not nothing to do with C's. And she want to be disrespectful to my mother, but be mad that your son was allowed to utilize my platform to tell his story? Sweetheart, you use lies to tell his story. He has the right to now tell his truth.
Jeez.
Question: is there an Exhibit STD?
Nah, we ain't got that one.
You ain't got that one.
Nah.
Did that happen though?
No.
Oh, okay. Just making
I
sure.
can't speak for the other cast
So,
members.
Dutchess, how's business?
So,
Why don't you use the show to promote your business?
because why would I use the show to promote my business? They show people coming in there with their titties hanging out. Who want to go in a tattoo shop that really values artwork?
What if I want a tattoo on my titty?
You don't have. So
I'm saying if I
so
was
when
a
you
woman.
walk in the tattoo shop, you want the receptionist greeting you with her titties out?
Oh no.
Because that's what Sky did on the show.
What is that? What is that?
I mean, I'm a man. I wouldn't be upset, but yeah, I understand that.
Okay, so having a level of professionalism,
Right.
When you in these environments of this type of stuff with TV, they tend to want to tarnish certain elements of your brand and your business because it's entertaining. When Richard, who was on the show, when he spelled that dude's tattoo
Yes.
wrong on that, like, do y'all think that helped business?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
We were like,
This
whoa.
is why I don't need a show
I see what
because
you're
I
saying.
don't know what they're going to create, use against me,
I see what you're
use
saying.
for me. Like, no, I would rather my business survive and be founded on the foundation of what it is.
Unless you executive produced your own show.
But even
Baby.
then, they can still manipulate stuff.
yeah, see, the thing about executive producing, you're not in post.
Yeah.
You're only there when it's being shot.
You got to have say over the
Post-
final edit.
post-
and all that
But
stuff.
you
But
could
you could
Posters
put in
who-
there. You could have final
Post is
say.
who has the power because they can take, chop, and screw whatever they want to.
Yep.
But so how is business?
Business is really, really good. I'm so grateful. Shout out to my team. Like, they make it so easy for me to do all the other things that I want to do because they really, really work hard. And shout out to Angel, my business partner. We about to open another Pretty in Ink in Virginia, and I'm just grateful because it's allowed me to do other things.
Right. So in all, you don't regret having been on the show because it has jump-started you
Absolutely,
opening
but
this.
that brings me to Exhibit L.
Uh-oh.
Somewhere up
Well,
there.
I don't even have this in
Dutchess,
that
I just wanna
package.
say, hold on
you
real quick.
don't have this one because I'm going to let y'all keep these in case y'all want to post some.
How juicy is this,
Y'all
Dutchess?
keep these receipts.
'Cause I got-
Charlamagne gotta
No,
go.
this ain't nothing but a
What you about to
2009 business plan for my tattoo shop
Oh,
in
okay.
college.
So you knew.
In college, bruh. Like, don't do that to my life,
Let me
please.
see. Let me see some dates on it. Let me make sure.
Go ahead.
Fall 2009.
And check the
Don't smell new.
check the notes. Check the notes from my teacher in the back of it.
And all the way in the back.
Yeah, that last page.
Goodness gracious. Well, Dutchess, we
me
appreciate you
see
coming
it.
with all your
Let's
receipts.
hear the notes.
This Mr. Tito Leggett, that's him?
No.
What I'm looking at?
The red ink.
Red ink, mother.
20 out of 20 right there. That's an A.
Oh, 20 out of 20. Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
you
I ain't
know,
go to
you
college.
know.
I don't know nothing about this.
It's
Dutchess.
okay.
Me,
I don't
I
know
said
why.
it was
Okay.
a syllabus. She
Well,
said no.
Well, listen, I
syllabus
gotta
is
go
2
because I
pages.
have to go have a production meeting so I can create
Yes.
fake storylines for people to ruin their life.
Well,
Hey.
And
we appreciate you for
I
joining
want to say
us.
Viv, thank you, because Viv hooked up the Baller Brand
Charlamagne,
interview.
do you
Sure
really
did.
like that?
Like what?
Like that side of it. 'Cause
No,
now
I
you've
don't play that.
experienced both sides.
No. I like the production. I don't want to put people in positions to do fake stuff. I think that's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate that. Like I don't think it's worth it to profit off of stuff like that. I couldn't live like that. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's why a lot of my shows don't get picked up because they be trying to get me to manipulate stuff, and I be like, nope, we're not doing that. Like I think that's whack. Personally.
But yes, thank you to
There's the proof. It's
to
in
my
the
girl
pudding.
Gossip Viv because she
Thank
did
you, Viv.
hook up the LeVar Ball Big Baller Brand interview and Dutchess. She did get Dutchess
Attorney
to come
Dutchess,
in.
we
You know, I
appreciate
try to
you.
do my thug
I
things when people
appreciate
don't know
y'all.
me behind the scenes. You know, I do.
But she
Oh, but
definitely
let me
set
just
this
say
up.
one more thing.
go ahead,
though.
you go ahead.
Since they tried to chop my little music down, I saw they tried to chop
Oh
my
yeah, I
little
saw
song
you
down.
did a diss song.
They tried to chop my little song
That's
down.
just new
Cease
music?
tried to say that my song was about him. My
Damn.
first single was never about him. It was released this summer. Everybody just laid on picking it up, and that's all right. But since he wanted a song about him, I dropped a little song for him. Y'all can go to my Instagram and see the promo video.
Oh, we gonna
It's
play
about
that
to come
promo
on
video.
out.
Well, I'm
And I'm
walking
gonna
out.
make
Let's
sure
play that right now.
y'all have it. I'm gonna make sure y'all get it first. You feel me?
Dutchess,
right.
I like it.
Charlamagne, have a good one, baby.
I don't hear none of your
right.
music. I don't think.
All right.
That's why I'm leaving. Peace.
But listen,
There you have it.
And Dutchess, did you send some guys to the shop to do that song to embarrass Caesar?
Okay. This is what I hate. Production schedules are really, really tight, right? When you're dealing with a production schedule, they need to know what time this is happening, what time that is happening, all of that stuff.
Right.
If I'm not a part of the cast or the crew of this show, how did I know the right time to send a songogram
Right.
to come and do some? Come on, man. Y'all are watching TV.
Yeah, because people don't
Ask-
know
ask-
all the behind the scenes.
What I
don't
want to
know.
know is, ask the company, can they provide a credit card receipt with my credit card number on it, saying that showing that I paid for it? You said I did it. Give me some proof.
Dutchess got all kind of
Goodness
receipts
gracious.
over here.
Now, Dutchess,
Give me
last,
some proof.
Last question. Is that Caesar's name you have under your neck right here?
No, that is not. It says, I pray for those who pray on me.
Okay. All right, well, there you have it.
There you
there you
have it.
have it.
It's Dutchess,
Well, damn.
Attorney Dutchess. If I ever go to court, I'm bringing Dutchess with me. Boy.
Exhibit A.
Gossip Viv, we thank you. And tell them when to pick up your book one more time.
Oh,
Viv.
my book. Yes. So y'all know I'm not bashing nobody's mother. I'm telling people how to be a better mother. That's all.
Somebody
Barnes
should
and
pick that
Noble,
book up.
Amazon.com, How I Came to Accept Him, Loving Your Child for Who They Are.
Ooh, love them for who they are. All them deadbeat parents out there, pick up Viv book. It might give you a little pointer on how you can get your life back right with your child.
Well, damn.
My goodness, there you have it.
I'm
Gossip
gonna buy
Viv,
it,
Dutchess.
and I don't even have no kids.
It's the Black. I was about to say the Black. It's the Breakfast Club.
You said it's the Blackfist Club?
It's the Breakfast Club. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.